One of the most fascinating and important discoveries in environmental cardiology is what researchers call the lag effect. When analyzing cardiovascular event rates against weather patterns, you might expect the coldest day to show the highest heart attack and stroke rates. But that's not what the data reveals. Instead, cardiovascular events peak approximately 2 to 3 days after a significant temperature drop. This delayed response isn't just a statistical curiosity, it reflects fundamental biology about how cold exposure damages the cardiovascular system over time, and understanding this pattern has crucial implications for prevention. The initial cold exposure triggers an immediate physiological response. Your blood vessels constrict to preserve core temperature, blood pressure rises, your heart works harder. These are acute stresses, and for most people, the body handles them adequately in the short term. But cold exposure also initiates processes that worsen progressively. Inflammatory markers in your bloodstream increase gradually over the following days. The cells lining your blood vessels, the endothelium, experience dysfunction that develops cumulatively. Atherosclerotic plaques, those fatty deposits in artery walls, don't become unstable immediately. They respond to cold stress over a period of 48 to 72 hours. Blood viscosity changes also accumulate over time. The dehydration effects we discussed previously don't reach their maximum impact on the first cold day. The blood gradually becomes more concentrated as respiratory water loss and cold-induced diuresis continue day after day. Clotting factors increase progressively. By the third day after a significant temperature drop, your blood has become substantially more prone to clotting than it was on day one. This cumulative effect explains why the cardiovascular event rate doesn't track directly with temperature but rather lags behind it. This 3-day pattern has profound implications for public health messaging and individual risk management. Current cold weather warnings typically focus on the coldest days, advising people to stay indoors and take precautions during the cold snap itself. But based on this research, the warnings should extend for at least 3 days after the temperature drops, even if the weather has already started warming again. The cardiovascular danger doesn't pass when the thermometer rises, it actually peaks as the thermometer is climbing back up. For individuals managing cardiovascular risk, this knowledge changes behavior strategies. When the weather forecast predicts a significant temperature drop, say 10 degrees or more over 24 hours, the response shouldn't just be taking extra precautions on that cold day. You need heightened awareness and protective behaviors for at least 3 days following the temperature drop. This means continuing aggressive hydration, avoiding strenuous outdoor activities, being vigilant about symptoms, and maintaining indoor warmth even after the outdoor temperature moderates. The 3-day rule also has medication implications for people on cardiac drugs. Some cardiologists recommend temporary dose adjustments during and after cold snaps, such as slight increases in blood pressure medication or closer monitoring of anticoagulation levels. The key is recognizing that cold weather cardiovascular stress isn't a single-day event, but a multi-day cascade that requires sustained attention. This represents a significant shift from how most people think about weather-related health risks, but it's a shift supported by solid epidemiological evidence that could save lives if properly understood and applied.